Imagine if I would have enrolled right after I graduated in December. I would have been graduating in what, July or August? So I've been a CNA for 13 years. I never planned on doing CNA work for 13 years, to be honest. And looky.
Question is why I do the things I do. Answer I may never find, but I'll always choose you. Wanna give up on you, but I know I can't. I put the blame on me for giving you chances.
If you're new here, my name is Talisha. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in to another video. It is early in the morning. It is 7. It's after 7 o'clock, but not quite 8. I am preparing to go to this school where I'm from. Maybe where you're from too. It's called Concord Career College. I have been contemplating for a while now on whether or not I was ready to take that step again and go back to school. I knew I wanted to go back. I just didn't know when. I've been putting it off for some time now. And as most of you know, I posted a video last year, like in December. I'm 41, and I hadn't had my high school diploma, right? So that was hindering me from going back to school. So I decided to do that so I can, you know, be able to take the next steps to further my career or whatever. So I did that last year, and I feel like it's been 6 months now. It's time for the next step. And every month I contemplate it. I keep putting it off. I say, I don't want me putting off further in my career. I'm already 41. I gotta get the ball rolling. You know, it's never too late to go back to school. So look at me. So anyway, I had just been putting it off, and I said I didn't want to look up and it be 5 years from now and I'm still talking about furthering my career. I'll be down near 50. So by the time I'm 44, I'm giving myself to 44 because I got to get through school. I'll be 42 by the time I graduate if I go ahead and start now. Because this program I'm going to is a short program. It's 7 months. And y'all know, we already in the 6th month of this year. Imagine if I would have enrolled right after I graduated in December. I would have been graduating in what, July or August? So I'm just thinking like that, like I can't keep putting it off like I did high school. I was younger then, of course, so you know, I had more time, which I have time now, but at my age, baby, listen. I am currently, my phone went yellowish. I am currently a CNA, so I've been a CNA for 13 years. I never planned on doing CNA work for 13 years, to be honest. I chose that because I was working at this little, back in the day, just imagine 13 years ago. It'll be 14 years I'll be a CNA in August this year, before it make 14 years. But before I became a CNA, I was working at a retail store that sold clothes, and back then the pay wasn't much. I think I was making like $7 and something, and so if I became a CNA, it would boost me up back then to $9, and then once I graduated and blah blah blah, and after 3 months or something, I went up, boost up to $10. So back then, okay, a $2 raise, a $3 raise. Let me go back to school. And at that point, I had 2 children. When I decided to make that decision, so it wasn't easy. I guarantee you that it was not easy at all with 2 children, having to go to school, work a full-time job. Well, yeah, it was full-time, and take care of my children. So I was working in the mornings, taking care of my children through, you know, When they got out of school, then I had to go to night school for CNA. And I had to do that 5 days a week. Or was it 4? But anyway, it was hard. Both of my kids were very young. So it wasn't like they are now. I only have one child underage and needs my care. And I feel like this go around, I would have much more help. Like I said, I have 2 adult children that still live in the home with me. So that's a plus. I have my mom. I have some family. So if I need to study and stuff like that, I feel like most of the time you get moms that the only time they'll watch your children if it's something important. Like you gotta go to work, you gotta go to school, like you doing something productive. And that's my mama. She ain't gonna necessarily watch them for me to go out and party. But when it comes to something like this, I know she'll watch them. And then my kids, you know, they will too. They'll help out when needed. My daughter, she, you know, she be in her own world with her friends and stuff, but come down to it, I have the help I need, you know. But so yeah, I just decided, I prayed on it, and I said, let me go ahead and do this. And so I am going to make this a series. So I don't know how far along this is gonna be when I start this series, because today is June the 10th, 2025. So I have to see when classes officially start and see what kind of grants and if they can help me on the financial end. Because what I originally wanted to go for is out of pocket. And to be honest, right now, I don't have the extra money to pay out of pocket. If I did, I would take that money and do it. I would just do it. But right now, I don't have the extra funds to pay $3,000 and some dollars, almost $4,000 to get in a program. So I'm going with the next best thing, and I will have help. So I'm going to school for pharmacy tech. And then I don't know, I feel like everything else that I looked into, it was like a 2-year program or a year and 7 months, and it was still too close to 2 years for me. So I was like, I need something quick, but something I feel like can be longevity. It's not something, okay, quick, and then I was like, okay, and then once I get in that field, then, you know, I could be saving up money. I'm trying to get my little side hustles that I got going as far as doing makeup and stuff. So I'll be putting that money towards a savings, and then when I get the amount of money I need, then I'm gonna go to school for that other program as well. Your girl ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna get multiple hats under my belt. So yeah, I gotta meet with her at 8:30 this morning. I've been to Concord before. Concord is where I went to become a CNA. And that held me back, because if I would have already had my diploma when I went to Concord, I wouldn't have chose CNA work. I'm just gonna be honest. That was the only program at the time that Concord offered that you didn't have to have your diploma. And I feel so foolish, because they had a program, a high school diploma program. I could have went on Fridays, but me being so young and feeling like I was missing out, trying to turn up and party with my friends, with my cousins, that I was missing out on life. I was missing out on something, when really I wasn't looking at the bigger picture. So I hold myself accountable for that, because they did offer a program for that and I didn't take it. So I got my high school diploma now. I've got to make sure I take that with me, because I don't know if she's going to need to see that. Probably. I'm pretty sure. So she didn't tell me to bring nothing. But I'm just going to have it just in case. My transcripts. This is me choosing to go in the pharmacy tech lane. And also I have 2 cousins. One is still a pharmacy tech and the other one is not. But I'm sure she's still got plenty of knowledge on, you know, pharmacy tech. So I will have some help. That's why I chose that. I was like, okay, I got family that's already in this field, that could help me. I have a couple of friends that are pharmacy techs, so I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna go with this, because the other program I really wanted, like I said, I had to pay out of pocket. Right now I don't have it, so I'm just gonna wait until I save up that money for that, and then I'm still gonna go back for that. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm burnt out as a CNA. I really haven't done CNA work in almost 2 years. No, a year. I don't know. It's been over a year. I lost count. So I've done other things like did security, work from home jobs. Like, so that's been my lane right now. And it's been kind of hard because I do have an autistic child, and at one point he was doing 3 different therapies: ABA therapy, OT therapies. Now he's in speech therapy. So there was three different therapies, 5 days a week. 5 days for ABA therapy, and just an hour of OT on Mondays and an hour of speech therapy on Tuesdays. But 5 hours, 5 days a week for ABA therapy, in-home therapy. So I'm like, something gonna have to take a break. So so that was kind of hindering me. Like, do I put what he needs on hold or put what I need on hold? And that's been one of the hardest decisions for me, because I don't want to use that one, because I feel like both are equally I feel like they kind of are both equally important. So as of now, I'm just deciding if I want to become his ABA teacher for now, because a lot of the things they're teaching him, I can do it myself, to be honest. All you have to do is have the patience with them, and everything else is simple, it's easy. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but you know, patience is number one, and he's my child. Of course I'm gonna have patience with him. So I'm thinking of going in that direction, and he'll still have his OT and his speech therapy, so he's still like getting some help, just not 5 days a week. And like I said, I'll do my part so I can meet my needs and still meet his needs. So I'm just contemplating that. But I've been talking y'all head off for 12 minutes. I'm gonna try to shorten this up a little bit because I don't want y'all clicking off. But this is me opening up to y'all, letting y'all in more of what I have going on in my life without just overly telling my whole life, you know, because some parts of it I do want to keep, you know, private. So yeah, so by the time y'all see this video, I don't know, I just got to see when the classes start. Like I said, today is June the 10th, 2025. So it just depends on when the classes start, when I'll start my series. And this will be a series of Becoming a Pharmacy Technician series. So we're going to see. And also I saw last night on Facebook that it was just popping up. You know how when you start thinking about something or Googling stuff and it'll pop up on your Facebook and stuff, on Instagram? So it started popping up. I seen like stuff saying I could apply, I could do a program through CVS and they will pay for schooling, and Walgreens does it too. So I'm like, I want to also check into that. So when I go to this meeting this morning, I'm going to see how much time I have to make my final decision. So that way today I can call around, because it's early. The stores aren't open. Had I known what I known before, I would have already called yesterday or days before or weeks before to kind of get more information on that, to see which program will be the best for me. So yeah, I'm gonna see how much time I got, and if she tell me I got till the end of the week to make my decision, or it depends on how many spots they have left for the class. It's all gonna determine everything. I prayed on it, and if I'm just following in his footsteps, so if this is meant for me, it's going to be, and if it's not, just want him to show me what direction he needs me to go. With that being said, I'm about to get dressed. I'm not gonna do too much. I just want to do my eyebrows, because sometimes your eyebrows is just sets the tone for your face. So I'm not gonna do much. I'm gonna put on my clothes, do a little 1-2 on my hair, and then we're gonna be going out the door because I'm wasting time. Okay, y'all, I am back in the car, and looky. So I did a thing, y'all. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell y'all a little bit. I didn't record in there because I didn't know what to expect. So, you know, some establishments, they don't want you recording and all that, blah, blah, blah. They probably wouldn't care. But anyway, I was just going to make sure that, okay, I was gonna get back in the program, this, that, and the third. So we did I filled out my financial aid papers. I did choose my program, which I think I told y'all, Pharmacy Tech. And so that's what I'm gonna be doing, because I got family and friends that are Pharmacy Tech, so I know I can get extra help from them when I need it. They offer tutoring at the school. The classes will be Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 to 1. And so that was good because I can still balance a work life, a mom life. You know, I can still do it all. And so I was like, yes, okay, it's not 5 days a week, because I thought it was gonna be 5 days a week, or at least 4. So that was a good thing. My official start date will be July the 7th. That's on a Monday. So I don't have much time, y'all. It is, what is today? June the 10th. So I don't have much time to play, to have fun. Like, not to say I can't have fun, but I gotta make sure I'm focused and I graduate when I'm supposed to. It's a 6-month program, so I'll be graduating in January. So like I said, if I would have went ahead straight into the program after I graduated, got my high school diploma in December, this is June. Baby, my graduation would have probably been next month. I would have been graduating next month. So I just say, if you looking for a sign, if you want to go back to school, if you want to further your education, your career, whatever it is, this is just sign to do it, no matter how old you are. Life can get hectic, but if you know, just pray about it, and if it's on your heart to do it, go ahead and do it. Don't put it off too long, because that's what I did when it came to my high school diploma. Put it off for over 20 years. I put it off and kept saying, I'm gonna do it next year, I'm gonna do it next month, and never did it. I did try a couple of times, but I wasn't focused, and you know. So anyway, it's just like, I would have been graduating if I would have went ahead, but I can't dwell on the past. It is what it is. We can't do nothing but worry about now. So I'm probably not gonna start this series. Like I said, y'all won't really officially start seeing videos probably until maybe August. I'm gonna have them in the chamber. So this is like me talking to my future self. Proud of you, girl. Glad you made that decision. Keep going. Sky's the limit. And just keep focused. Keep focused. So 6 months from now, well, I'm gonna say 7 months. I don't start technically till next month, but y'all get what I'm saying. I will be a pharmacy technician, baby. By the beginning of 2026, at the top of 2026, I will be a pharmacy technician. So that's gonna be great, because that gives me something to look forward to. I'll be going in the new year on a high note. I'll be going in the new year hitting a goal, starting the year off, so that's good as well. So it's just, it feels good. But you know, another thing, only person, I went ahead and called my mom and told my mama that I enrolled in a program, I enrolled in school, and you know, of course she was, you know, glad I did, and she congratulated me or whatever, but she is the only one that's gonna know. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Don't nobody really watch my videos, but like, to be honest, my family don't really watch my videos, to be honest. Like, my mom does. So that's why I just went ahead and told her too, cause like, and I need to tell at least one person. So, but my kids, I'm not gonna tell them. I'm just gonna probably tell them I'm working a part-time job. So when they see me in scrubs, I work in the healthcare field anyway. So it won't be like, why you got on scrubs? It won't be weird to them why I got on scrubs. So that's what I'm gonna tell them. I got a little part-time job, and I'll be working 2 days a week. Boom. And I'll make sure I keep all my little Concord stuff out of sight, out of mind. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing with that. It's gonna be a surprise at the end. Yeah, or probably they said the last 2 months will be in clinical, so I'll be out in the field working in a hospital or a clinic or a retail store, like one of the three. And so yeah, I'm excited. So it's gonna be a big surprise to everybody. But like I said, when I do start posting this on my channel, don't nobody really watch my channel. I got folks that are subscribed, but people that actually watch, it's only maybe a couple of them. So I ain't worried about it if they see this. And if they see it, they see it. But whatever. So yeah, I'm excited. So this is just the beginning of my series of becoming a pharmacy technician at 41. I'll be 42 by the time I complete it, but you get me, So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed the talk, because that's really all I did was talk. I didn't really vlog. This was kind of like a sit down, let's talk video, So yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and drop down in the comments below some pink hearts, some motivational words of encouragement, words of motivation, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, y'all.